again. And see if the volume and stuff is good now. Sorry, Rebecca, can you guys hear now? The volume and the feed and everything is good. It's not buffering or anything. I was trying to take you guys out by the greenhouse and stuff and show you the greenhouse and the garden area. Perfect. Awesome. But apparently if I get out that way too far, it is too far from my Wi-Fi and disconnects, and then it doesn't want to connect back to anything else. So I came back to the house here. I'm sitting on the porch now. The boys are obviously still fishing. Jessica's putting the baby down, putting Rhett down for a nap, and before long, obviously I'll have to probably jump off anyways after a bit and go in and help her get things ready for the birthday party and all of that. So we got this big old tree right here. It is completely dead. So we're gonna be removing that before long. Yeah, it's nice. I enjoy doing the lives. It's nice to do some of the pop-ups and stuff versus just a regular scheduled live. At least this way it doesn't feel like it's a job. So super enjoyable though. I like getting on here and being able to visit with people and kind of see what everybody's got going on and let everybody know what we've got going on. So I'm not sure if you guys could see the other side or not when I showed the view of the hay field. I don't know if it was buffering too much on the other side, if I got too far away from the Wi-Fi or not. I can walk around this way probably and show you this way, because the deal for the Wi-Fi is in the living room over here in the house, so I can go around the front of the house and show you guys this side. There you can at least see the old barn, the other old barn up there on the other side of the shop. Those barns are, the one that's torn down right there, the pile of rubble, that one is about 150 years old, and I'm assuming the other one's probably a little bit newer than that, but not much. They're both pretty old. So, but there's the view out the other side of the house. So that's our 15-acre hay field there, and then on the other side of that tree line that you can see right there, on the other side of that tree line, there's another field. That's a back field of ours, and then we've got 18 acres back over that way. That's all timber. So that is the view out the other side of the house with all of Jessica's flowers and landscaping, all her pretty stuff that she likes. So just an old house that we enjoy. So I'm now going live on Monday night. Okay, Rebecca, we'll have to see if we can catch those for sure. Mondays are not usually too terribly busy. Our oldest, he's still in school, but they don't have school on Mondays, so they go Tuesday through Thursday usually, or Tuesday through Friday. So we should be able to catch those. So you go on, I believe, because doesn't Jerry and Susan, I believe they go on live on Mondays as well, but I think they do like 4 or 5:45, I think is what they do theirs. So we try to catch theirs as well. and I'm not always able to stay in there and everything. Love seeing all the green. Not green here yet. Yeah, it greened up pretty quick. It seemed like, I mean, it went from winter and cold to everything brown to seem like I was mowing. So we're enjoying the warmer weather though. It's super nice. It's been nice to be able to go out and do the chores in the morning without having to bundle up and everything. It just makes it so much more enjoyable. This Monday, switching with Nancy, and it will be on her channel. Okay. I say we probably won't do like a regularly scheduled live streams. If we do live streams, it's probably going to be stuff like this where we pop in and we don't have anything going on and can just do a live stream and chit chat for an hour or so, and then we'll probably shut them down after about an hour or so and do that. Like I said, in the beginning, our live streams, some of them went 3 and 4 hours long, and it just got to be a lot. We enjoyed it, and there was a lot of people in there. It seemed like we would have 40 or so people come in and be able to chit chat and stuff. And it's nice to do it on the computer because we can, obviously on StreamYard, you can invite people in, and that kind of helps with the chat to continue going when you've got more than one person in there, one channel, and can kind of converse back and forth, and it kind of keeps the audience going a little bit that way as well. But right now we're not gonna schedule a weekly live or anything like that for the time being. Things have slowed down for us with the boys a little bit, but they are still in sports and stuff right now, and we do still have one in high school. So until middle of May, when he gets out of school, then next year it ought to be a little bit different, at least where with him, because he won't be able to play sports or anything like that through the school the way our school district does it. The state of Missouri says that they can and allows homeschool kids to play sports through the school. They just have to attend, I think it's 1 or 2 classes a day at school, but they still give it to the school to decide the final yes or no, and our school district says no for kids in sports that are homeschooled, so, which is fine. He's not brokenhearted about it or anything. Oh, wow, Wyatt got him another one down there. I just can't tell if you guys can see that, but that's another big one. He's catching some pretty good fish this morning. So, but we're just super thankful to be able to homeschool the boys, have them home, and be able to spend a lot more time with them here. And it just seemed like the school system itself just had so much control over our children, and for so long. I mean, they had them almost more than what we had our kids, it seemed like, and it was just, we just got to the point to where we just couldn't do it anymore and wanted them home. So that's a good one. Yeah, Karen, we're super thankful for it, and we're not saying that it's, that's what works for everybody, but it's working great for us, and it just gives us so much more time with our kids and allows. Sorry about that, my phone rang. I feel the curriculum that they're teaching in public schools isn't good for our children anymore. There's just so much of it that they don't need, I guess, Rebecca. I mean, they I don't know what was wrong with the old way of teaching them, but they've changed the way things are done to where almost like the parents can't teach their children. They can't help their children because the parents don't know how to do half the stuff that they're trying to teach them. And we just feel like there's just so much that they are teaching them there that they don't need to even know to get through life. I mean, our oldest right now is probably at a level in his learning and his education that he would be fine without anything else. He's very good at math and reading reading and English and those kinds of things that I think he would be fine if he didn't have any further schooling, but obviously we will homeschool him until the end. Teachers here have to teach for the test, and so many other things are going by the wayside. Yep, absolutely. So it's just, for us, it's just going to be better, I think, and the boys as well. I mean, it'll just be a lot better for them, being able to, what we can do here at home for homeschool, they can be done in, you know, anywhere from 2 to 4 hours in a day. And then they can do things like fish and go play in the woods and run around in the creeks and do those kinds of things, instead of being stuck in a chair in a classroom, getting themselves in trouble because they're bored and they're done with their schoolwork that they had at school. At least here they can go and do whatever. My oldest he's gonna work, so he's applied for a job at a hog farm nearby, and he's gonna do his homeschooling, and then he's gonna go to work probably 5 days a week, and for him to be able to do that and learn trades and stuff like that, I think is going to be just a whole lot better for him than sitting in a classroom and occupying 12 hours out of their day. By the time they go to school in the morning, and they can be kids. Well, yes, they definitely can be kids. And I think our school, for our oldest, he goes to school, and school starts for them at like 7:45. So Jessica leaves the house with him to take him to school at 7:30. So they've got him from 7:30 until, by the time he's done with baseball practice and sports, if it's not a game night, game nights it's even longer, but just practice and stuff, the school has him from 7:30 in the morning until 6:30 in the evening, and they've got him for half the day. So, and then the other part of the time that he's home, he's home in time to eat dinner, and it's a little bit of chill time, and then it's time for bed and back at it again. So we just lose so much time with them. So Easton's frustrated, he keeps losing fish. But anyway, well guys, I'm gonna jump off here, I think, and go help Jessica get around for the birthday party. Her dad was trying to call me a second ago, so I'll give him a call back. I'm gonna jump off here, and we will catch you guys on the next live stream. I really appreciate you guys jumping in here and chit-chatting, and thank you guys for helping with the watch hours again. We really appreciate it. Like I said, we're about 250 watch hours away, so we will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks. You too, Karen. Have a good day.